Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss about Platon's matrix multiplication, last concept in divide and conquer. We have seen in earlier different types of sorting and searching approaches which are performed using divide and counter approach, net sort, quick sort, binary search, etc. So coming to the Stratton's matrix multiplication. We know the matrix multiplication that are manually doing using two different matrices that can be multiplied and added the result after each iteration and storing in a temporary matrix variable. And at the end displaying the result. That is a normal matrix multiplication. Then why we are migrating from normal multiplication approach to this Stratton's matrix multiplication? What are the differences? Why we are preferring this approach? Easier, beneficial than the normal matrix multiplication approach, and what are the advantages of this one we can see. So Stratton's matrix multiplication, the name that has been said with the scientist name who invented this multiplication approach with less time complexity and space complexity. Coming to the normal matrix multiplication algorithm, we can multiply a matrix. That is, here you can see the algorithm and time analysis. So in this algorithm we are multiplying two matrices. So when we want to multiply any two matrices, you know the condition, that is columns in the first matrix should be equal to rows in the second matrix. That is the dimension. Dimension of columns in first matrix should be equal to dimension of rows in the second matrix. If that condition is true, then we can multiply the matrices. So here we are assuming, without considering that, simply we are assuming both are square matrices, that is having the same dimension n and n, and also automatically the third one is the third count is also n. So first matrix that is having dimension n by n, and also second matrix n by n, and automatically third matrix is also n by n. So here the first for loop and second for loop and third for loop. So matrix A I to j, that is dimension. So that the dimension counter varying from I to j. So A of I to j. Next second matrix B of j to k. So automatically third matrix will come C of I to j or I to k anywhere. That is, when we are multiplying the matrices, if the dimension varies, then the resultant matrix should always have in the dimension I to k. But here we are considering all the dimensions are same, so you can consider any dimension value. So compute C of ij equal to C of ij plus A of ij into B of jk. Multiplying those two and adding the temporary result in after each iteration in Cij and going to the next iteration until the loop ends. This is the normal matrix multiplication approach. So coming to the time analysis, A of ij equal to sigma k equal to 1 to n, A of ik, B of kj you can consider. But here all the three dimensions are same, you can consider any dimension. So A of ij into B of ik into B of kj and multiply these two and add to the Cij after each iteration. So thus time complexity of n equal to sigma, that is 3 loops, I equal to 1 to n, j equal to 1 to n, and k equal to 1 to n, c equal to cn cube. That is already we have been evaluated in previous classes. When we are initializing a for loop, the number of statements within the for loop that can be iterated n times, and the loop itself is iterated n plus 1 time. So here we are considering 3 loops, so n into n into n. So time complexity is order of n cube. So this is the basic matrix multiplication. When we are multiplying the matrices using basic matrix multiplication, here C of 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2. That is the first row, and second row equal to, here we are considering n equal to 2, and we are getting this result by multiplying a and b, a of 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2 into b of 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2. So here we are multiplying in this manner. First we have to multiply a of 1 comma 1 with b of 1 comma 1 plus a of 1 comma 2 into b of 2 comma 1. First matrix row wise, second matrix column wise. So here we are getting the resultant values after each iteration, and at the end we are adding, that is after multiplication we can add. So C11 plus C12 plus C21 plus C22. That is, here we are representing these after addition. After multiplying these, so after multiplying A of 1 1, B of 1 1, and store the temporary result, and next multiply A of 1 comma 2 with B of 2 comma 1, and add those two and store that in C1 comma 1, and continue this until loop ends. So the cell values in matrix C1 comma 1 equal to A1 comma 1 into B1 comma 1 plus A1 comma 2 into B2 comma 1, and etc. C1 comma 2 1 2 equal to A1 1 B1 2 plus A1 2 second matrix A1 1 B1 2 plus A1 2 B2 2. Next third cell A21 B11 plus A22 B21. Next fourth cell A21 B12 plus A22 B2. So a 2 by 2 matrix multiplication using the time complexity, that can take a time complexity. So dimension is 2. So 2 log 8 base 2. Then we are representing this in an exponentiation format, 2 power 3. 8 can be converted here into 2 cube. So 2 base 2 and element 2, that becomes 1. So 2 cube equal to 8. So number of multiplications here we have to compute, those are 8. You have to remember this. Here in normal basic matrix multiplication, we have to perform the multiplication 8 times. So here you can see 1 multiplication, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next computation. Divide and conquer matrix multiplication invented by the scientists. So in order to compute multiplication of A and B using the above decomposition, we need to perform 8 multiplications of n by 2 into n by 2 matrices and 4 additions of n by 2 matrices. 4 additions of n by 2 and 8 multiplications of n by 2 matrices. Since 2n by 2 into n by 2 may be added in time Cn square for some constant C, so the overall computing time of the resulting divide and conquer algorithm is given by the recurrence relation. So we are representing that already calculated time complexity in the time complexity in a recurrence relation format. P of n equal to B if n less than or equal to 2. There are only n values dimension 1. There are more there not be more number of multiplications. If n equal to less than or equal to 2, that is B. If n is greater than 2, then automatically if n is less than or equal to 2 means we have to perform n by 2. n by 2 means 1. 1 into 1. So that is very clear. When we are considering n value greater than 2, then this may be 8P of n by 2. That is n by 2 number of, that is n by 2 dimensional matrix multiplications 8 times plus theta n square, that is addition of the result after each iteration. N square represents addition of result. This is the number of multiplications. So compare above recurrence relation with normal recurrence relation formula ATN by B. That is n by B means here NCB plus Fn, A equal to 8, B equal to 2, Fn equal to n square. So n power log BA, n power log 2A equal to n cube. Means here how can we get n cube? 2 cube, 2 cube, 2 log 2 base 2 means 1. Base and value both are same. For a logarithmic function, its value is 1. So n power 1 into n power 1 into 3, that is 3. So n cube. So time complexity of n equal to order of n. When we are, this is the normal matrix multiplication time complexity when we are representing using recursive. Next, how can we reduce this time complexity? Coming to the recurrence relation, that is coming to the divide and conquer approach of matrix multiplication using Strachan's. Strachan showed that 2 by 2 matrix multiplication can be accomplished in 7 multiplications and 18 additions or subtractions. Either additions or subtractions, both are having the same order of priority in processing. So here the number of multiplications are reduced from 8 to 7. But how we can reduce that we can see. This can reduce by using divide and conquer approach. So the Strachan's algorithm is given as we are dividing the matrices into number of partitions and multiplying those. So if n equal to 1, then R equal to R plus A into B. If the dimension is 1, no need to perform multiple number of multiplications. If n is greater than 1, then matrix multiplication of A comma B comma resultant C, resultant matrix R, dimension n by 4. So matrix multiplication, here we have to calculate. You can see matrix multiplication. These are the individual multiplication. These additions or subtractions can be represented as the initial one. You can see here there are 8 we are representing. Within these 8, this is the final one. These function calls 7 are representing 7 individual multiplications. So divide matrices into submatrices and recursively call the matrix multiplication is 7 times and add that result. So the number of multiplications are reduced from 8 to 7. So how can we perform this? Check the same matrices. C equal to A into B. So here, these are the temporary productions we are producing. P1 equal to A11 plus A22 into B11 plus B2. P2 equal to A21 plus A22 into B11. P3 equal to A11 into B12 minus B22. P4 equal to A22 into B21 minus B12. And P5 equal to, here P5 equal to A11 plus A12 into B22. These are the 7 productions we are producing by 7 function calls, and next we can get the cell values by performing additions or subtractions on these productions. So you can see here the number of multiplications are 1 multiplication in P1, 1 multiplication in P2, 1 multiplication in P3, 1 multiplication in P4, 1 in P5, 1 in P6, 1 in P7. So these are the products. And next, what is the result obtained after each production? You have to remember all these 7. These are default for any matrix of any dimension. So these dimensional values only vary. That is 1, 1, 1, 2. If there is a 3 dimensions, this can vary. But the productions are same for all matrices or square matrices. So here 7 productions consist. Each production consists of 1 multiplication. And next step. C11 equal to P1 plus P4 minus P5 plus P7. C12 equal to P3 plus P5. C21 equal to P2 plus P4. P22 equal to P1 plus P3 minus P2 plus P6. So these are the cell values we can obtain after performing the individual products through productions. So here the additions are 18, addition or multiplication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in production and 8 in the cell calculations. So that is the additions or subtractions we are considering. After multiplying, we have to store that in cell values, that is the temporary resultant matrix. So multiplication means C equal to C plus A into B. So these are the C plus iterations. These are the A into B iterations. When we are comparing this with normal matrix multiplication, but here you have to remember these are the 7 productions. These are the 4 addition or subtractions for getting the cell value. So here there are 10 addition or subtractions. And come to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 C additions and 10 addition or multiplications in multiplication and 7 multiplications. So you can expand this C11 equal to P1 plus P4 minus P5 plus P7. So we can expand in this manner and we can get the result. So when we are expanding this as final, we can get this result. So the actual productions that are given in the previous slide, those are A11 plus A22 into B11 plus B22 for P1 plus A22 into B21 minus B11 minus A11 plus A12 into B22 plus A12 minus A22 into B21 plus B22. Multiplying these, we can get A11, B11, A11, B22, A11, A22, B11, A22, B22. So when we are expanding this, we can cross out all the addition terms which are having one addition and subtraction. So A11, so here A11, B22, A11, minus A11. This is A11 B1 plus A11 B122. Here minus A11 B22. You can cross out these two. And A22 B11. So here A22 minus A22 B11. And next A22 B22. Here A22 B22. And A22 B11. A22 B11. So as a result, we can get only A11 B11 plus A12 B21. This is the actual term we are obtaining in normal matrix multiplication. So simply we can replace those with these expansional terms in Stresson's matrix multiplication. We can get only. Similarly, you can expand all these other C212, C21 and C22 also. So we can get 7 multiplications and 18 either additions or subtractions. When we are coming to the analysis of time complexity, mainly we are selecting this method only for minimizing the time complexity in evaluation. So coming to the time complexity evaluation, K of n equal to, if n less than or equal to 2, then the value is constant, that is 3. If n greater than 2, then instead of 8 multiplications, we are having only 7t n by 2 plus theta n square when n greater than 2. So comparing to the above recurrence relation, a equal to 7, b equal to 2, f of n equal to n square. So n log ba equal to n log 2, 7, which is the value n power 2.81, which is less than 3. So here we can minimize the time complexity less than n. So for that purpose, here we are selecting Stresson's matrix multiplication. which can minimize its time complexity, less than the normal multiplication approach. But in this approach, we have to remember those productions. Those are default productions. Those should not vary in multiplying the matrices with different dimensions. Those are static for all matrices. So T of 1 equals time analysis. Assume n is equals to power k. T of n equal to 70 n by 2. T of n equal to 7 power k. T of n by 2 power k. When n value is that is greater than 2. So T of n equal to n log n. 7 power log n log n equal to n power 2.8. So this is the Strassen's matrix multiplication, which is always taking the less time complexity than the normal matrix multiplication. So students, I am telling to you one thing, that is, you can apply taking a 2 by 2 matrix, any 2 by 2 matrix, and perform normal production on those two different 2 by 2 matrices, and apply the Strassen's matrix multiplication production approaches on the same two matrices, and you can observe whether the result we are obtaining is same or not. So you can apply. I am telling this is the problem given to you, and you can post the response in WhatsApp whether you are getting the same result after multiplying those two matrices A and B. So I can post in WhatsApp group the two matrices which you have to multiply. Go through this lecture and multiply those matrices and produce the result to me whether those two approaches are giving the same result or not. So this is up to divide and conquer approach. Next, today I can go through greedy method.